Hello, this is Bal from Hungary, and today I made a video about how to make a raw atmospheric ambient black metal. And if you are into these bands and you want to know how to sound like them, you are at the best place. The most important thing is that you won't need a lot of stuff. You'll need a guitar, a microphone, which can be your webcam's or phone's microphone, and then we'll need a computer with an audio interface. What else? We'll need some softwares. All of these softwares, the DAW and the plugins included, all of them are for free, so you will be able to find them. Here is the list of the plugins that I used. So let's get started. At the end of this video I will show you the song that I made, because I pre-recorded everything. I mean, there will be no samples here. If you are excited about how the end result sound, you need to check out the end of this video. First of all, I would like to show you the tracks that I used, and basically the structure of the project. So here you can see I have only 4 tracks. First one is guitar 1, the second one is guitar 2, the third one is the drums. Maybe I will write them here really fast. So guitar 2, guitar 1, and vocals. Here we can, this is the track that I'm using right now to record my speech. So here's the master bus, next to it there's the metronome bus, and next to it there's a reverb bus. So what you need to know is that guitar 1, guitar 2, drums and vocals are sent to the reverb bus, and the reverb bus goes to the master track. And basically the output track for the guitars, the drums and the vocals, these are all going to the master bus. So that's it basically. Yes, let's start with the guitars. Here I used 2 guitar tracks, as you can see. The length of this song is around 6 minutes 20, and so I recorded the guitars right plugged into my audio interface, and these are all dry signal. Let's listen to it. Okay, so this is how it sounds right now. My first plugin was this distortion pedal plugin. This is the copy of the Tube Screamer, I guess, but it's modded, as we can see here. So these are my settings. I set the drive to, just copy it if you want. High quality, 3.3 input gain. The tone is on the highest setting, the level is on the highest setting, and the drive is on the lowest setting. Yes, let's hear what's the difference. So we can see that it's clipping, but after I'm gonna use the amp and the cabinet combination, which is this Kuassa Amplifikation Lite. So this one is a pre-plugin as well, just like all of them. This one includes a cabinet as well. There are 3 settings: clean, rhythm, and lead. Basically, I didn't change most of it. I set it to the lead setting. The gain is on 5, bass is on 5, middle is at max, treble is at 5, presence is around 7 or 8 o'clock. Yes, and the volume is at 9 o'clock. The cabinet is included. So you don't need anything else. Listen. So this sounds pretty nice, but it is not washed away enough. So I used a delay plugin, which is this Nembrini audio analog rack delay. And these are my settings: 1 to 4. It's synced with the BPM of the tempo of the track, which is 155. The offset is at 100%, the feedback is 50%, and mix is 50%. The analog mode is turned on, and now we can hear the difference that the tremolo picked guitar track is all washed together, like it's waving, or I have no idea how to explain it, but listen. So it's a big wall of sound. Yes, this is guitar 1. First, I will show you guitar track 2, which is the same. The dry signal goes right into... I recorded the dry signal. It sounds like S. I used the same setting here, so I copied this plugin to here with the same settings. Then I'm not sure if these are the same settings, but it looks like it. Like guitar 1, I guess I used the same settings here as well. And then I added this. Yes, here's the difference. As you can see here, on guitar 1 I used 1 to 4, and on guitar 2 I used 1 to 8 on the time setting, and this is the difference. Listen. So as you may hear, it reacts faster, but together it will give us a huge wall of sound. So, I sent these guitars to the Reverb Bus, which first contains a compressor, which is this laut'ha, and I use the settings 4:0 ratio, -10 dB on the threshold, and yeah, just copy it. I set the output gain to -6 dB. So these guitar tracks are more washed together, like this. And now, this is a really important point. I added the reverb, which looks like this. I used a small dark room reverb with these settings. I guess I was just clicking on it, and then I set the dry level onto 50% and all else to 100%. So now it will sound huge, and really it will feel like it's far away. Let's listen. let's move on to the drums. First of all, drums. Let me do it like this. Which is really important is that I sent the drum track to the reverb, and the output track of the drums, just like all the other tracks are going to the master bus, they are only just sent to the Reverb Bus. Here I used ML Drums, which is a free plugin. First, let me turn off all the plugins from the Reverb Bus so we can see and listen how it sounds by itself. And for this, I'm going to open the mixer tab of it, and here we can see my settings. Let's listen. But let's listen, because I sent this one to the Reverb Bus, which contains a compressor as well. So the drums will be more glued together. The main thing here is, again, the reverb. Listen. I programmed these drums. If we mix these two together with the guitar, sorry, it will sound like this. Again, here, overheads, room, these are the loudest things in the kit. The kick drum is really low. I didn't use toms at all. The snares are kinda loud, but the loudest are the cymbals, the hi-hats and the rides. Because this is how I could hear, and this is what I heard from these bands, how they set their mixes. It's like the guitars are really loud, they are really washy, they sound almost like synths, and the drums are pretty the volume of them are really low. Let's move on to the vocals, because I recorded some vocals as well, just as always. Here I recorded these vocals with an old phone. We modified it, and this is how it sounds. So it's already, the quality of it is pretty bad, but that was the point. Now let me I put this distortion pedal on the vocals because it sounded great. I lowered the tone to the minimum setting. The level is set to max and the drive too, and I used the modded setting here as well. This is how it sounds. So it's really distorted, kind of sandy. I put such an EQ on the vocals. Yes, after that I put a compressor. And after that, I put a delay on it with these settings. And then I sent this one to the Reverb Bus. Now all of them together sound like this. It still doesn't sound like anything like those bands that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. Here is the key plugin, Low'tha. And even you can hear now on my voice that it is affected. These are my settings. So I used the speaker sim, the hiss, and the wah and flutter. After that, I used compressor plugin. It glues everything together a little bit more. And after that, I used a limiter for the safety reasons, and that's it. What else I did? I wrote lyrics for this song. Here you can check it out. And I gave it a weird title. Basically, what I was doing is I asked ChatGPT to use a fantasy language to translate the title that I found, and it was giving it some kind of fish or abish, and then I put some random symbols in between and we can find the typical like coded language that these artists are using and they like. I think that's it.